folks, afternoon or soon to be afternoon. Got a rather halo glow over there, look. Not quite halo. It's Monday again, hurtling towards the end of April. How did that happen? And it's still freezing cold. Well, it's certainly freezing cold here. I've been working all morning and my digits are frozen on the ends. I may as well have gone for a cold swim and actually felt better for it. It's 2 minutes before noonage. Good afternoon, almost, for Noon Moves. Jamie, hello again. You've frequented Movement Swacks. I keep seeing your name appearing on my screen. Great to have you. Welcome again, Movement Snack Mates. Thank you for your answers to question posted this morning. Morning, Maddie. Maddie, I need to ask, so I digress. How is your daughter feeling this morning after completing marathon yesterday? I didn't see any of it. Not even on the news. I saw a snippet of the elite winner for male-female. I haven't seen any other images of the London Marathon. Probably the first time in my entire life that that's the case, but you know. I was busy in a room in Edinburgh without any windows, supporting candidates through their assessments. So huge congratulations to your daughter, Maddie. You must be proper proud. How's her legs? Has she got a day off work, Maddie? How's her legs today? Oh my goodness. Anyway, you're on the bus. Okay, all right. A special way for you, Maddie. That's funny. I do chuckle when you tell me where you are watching this stuff. Afternoon, Carolyn. Good to have you. Oh, hang on a minute. Where's me movement snacking menu? It is here on a piece of card. That's handy. Right. I think I've got some new moves for you today. I think I might have. Going for a mobilising mobility focus, spine, trunk, shoulders, all relating to functional reach in all kinds of directions. I've got some slow-mo knee bends, so some knee stability and strength in here as well if you want it. But yeah, lots of Maddie, you don't want to be doing this on the bus. You're liable to clout someone round the ear. or tickle the nose of someone behind you. Don't do this on the bus. I don't think you can hear me anyway if I go, don't do this on the bus, Maddie. Can you lip read? Afternoon drilling with a G. Some of this might be okay for you, drilling with a G, depending how the bonage is recovering. And some circulation boost, as always. That preempts all moves. This circulation boosting stuff, so valuable, so beneficial to break up either long periods where you find yourself inactive or sat, or maybe you're just stuck in the same task, even if you're in standing stuck in the same task and haven't moved positions for a bit. Circ boost, just get it in there, bit of legs, bit of arms as well. So helpful. Sunshine and showers. It's grey and still cold up here in Cumbria. I'm still up here because extra couple of days assisted tea working, as I'm working in Liverpool on Thursday and Friday. So I thought rather than go all the way down and then come halfway up, I'll just come down a couple of hours from Cumbria, do 2 days in Liverpool, and then journey on south. Anyway, 321 Bextownley, later life training, noonday movement snack, if you would like it, with sit and stand options. Here's my external support today, fixed and firm. I've got a table option. There's a windowsill here as well, but don't want to disturb the succulents. So pick your position, folks, wherever you'd like to be for a fleeting few minutes of circulation boosting, arms, legs, or both. Support if you want it. Set yourselves up for the most successful movement experience That means leaving a gap between your feet. This gives better balance. Extra lift and extend. This gives better balance and helps with more fluid, comfortable movement. So maintaining your most comfortable upright position. We're all different, so you got to pick and choose where it's comfortable for you. You're aiming for your most upright position, where you can bring the shoulders back and down, have the head perched on the top here, aiming towards best possible positioning of head, the heavy bit, spine and the moving parts. Keep the knees low. It's not about bringing the knees up, it's just boosting the circulation, i.e. increasing the blood flow gradually. With that will come some deeper breaths. This is good. This is a usual and normal response to more movement, and try to get more ankles, feet and toes on the go. I'm in socks here today, not suggesting you must wear socks. You might be in shoes, depends what kind of floor you're on, so have the right foot ends in place for you. Then the arms. The arms are significant. It's not a flailing, just floppy arm. Take control of it and then give it some extra range through the front and back, especially today because we've got some back end functional reach going on. Switch between these supports if that works for you, or go without if that works for you. How does that feel? Keep going with that, or take it for a wander, take it for a walk. Oh, I forgot, creaky chair. Here's your sit prompts for that. Lift and shift your creaky chair forward. This gives you more leg room, gives you more arm room, gives you more movement potential away from the back of the chair. So you do the work, not the chair, and then there's all those prompts in again. Check on these arm arches that you haven't gone into a lifted shoulder, so press that all the way down. Remain an open chest, so away from flex, into extend. This will help with more freely moving shoulders, shoulder blades, shoulder parts and trunk, because there'll be some trunk rotate on there as well. Take that trunk rotate, you're going to need that in a minute for the series of movements I have today. And there's your other option for upper body. Legs if they're involved, take some support, bring the feet back, get the foot ends involved, really get your toe creases on the go. Check the weight is over the big toe, the second toe, so you're not rolling out onto the baby toes, and then go for the low lift. It's not about high lift. Keep yourself plenty of room here around the hips, and you achieve that by remaining upright. If you slump and tilt the pelvis, you're going to lose movement potential around the hips, and it won't be as comfortable. That's your circulation boost. Do you feel like that? Just lightly lift the lid off some intensity, not breathless or out of breath. I can see quite a lot of comments scrolling them up. I'm keen to have a look. What's going on? There's quite a few hellos going on. Gillian with a J is late. That's okay. Late but great is what I say. All right, Miss P. Ready? First move. It's trunk, it's shoulders. I think I did a bit of this last week. If you are in stand, a wider stance and a bit of a knee bend, or you might prefer to have the support to the front of you. Keep the hands under the shoulder. You're starting with a functional reach, palms up forwards. Here you're going to bring the shoulder blades apart. It's a trunk turn and then a low lift. So it's like you are here on the side. When you come back to the front, a small knee bend and a low and an up and a turn. So you should be feeling all of the trunk rotation that you experience in the 8 AM and in turning throughout the day, plus adding some extra shoulders, a lower functional reach and a turn. Have a check-in that you haven't got loads of sway going on around the hips. It will benefit you to control that if you widen up the legs, smaller bend in the knees for control. Consider this your natural suspension, I call it. It's a turn and a back and a reach with a knee bend that sticks the buttocks out, and then back here. And you might kind of just find a couple of those just to work through that range of motion. Note that knee bend takes with it a flat back, not bending in the middle. That's for your functional reach to lower levels, and then turn again. It's the same in sit, of course, hopefully not hindered by arms of chairs. So there's the turn, keep everything low and under shoulder height, the hip hinge and the reach, and then definitely don't do this one on the bus, Maddie. Okay, then. Okay, staying with shoulders, shoulder blades. This one has some kind of continuation with it. So when the arms, you might get a circulation boosting effect here if you keep it continuous. So balance in the top end. It's a push, a lift and a push. So it's a circular arm action, forwards and back. Keeping the hands round about shoulder height, lower if it needs to be. Can you see that I'm also crossing over the arms here? So it can be here or it can be bigger. It's a bit like the shirt off, but I'm pressing down the low movement, but keeping lifted. So you're going to feel some stretch on the top of the arms. If you add some tension in that, you're going to feel that down the sides of the trunk. There's the raise and the lower. And can you feel you've got this shoulder and a bit of back extension there as well? So find your size of circle that works for that, and it's exactly the same in sit. Take a wider stance if you want to get lower down on that, or just thigh height. There you go. What's in that? Everything's in that. All of your arm movements, down, reach, functional lift, washing, dressing, all that stuff is in there. But find a range of motion and a pace, all with control. And you'll get some extra circ boost effect with that one as well, because it's kind of continuous and rhythmical. Third one. Okay, a leg one, quick steps. Standing has the most relevance for this one. We can do some quick footedness in sit, but in stand obviously it's more relevant because balance reactions happen quickly. They don't happen slowly, unless you're watching it back on slow-mo. So quick feet stuff is really significant and important, and it can feel, you can feel confident with it, you can have some support if you want to, just multiple different ranges, forwards and back, or wide and narrow, and it's about small but quick movements. Now, having that degree of speed is going to require a lot of support in the top end. So all of this top end is working as well in order to stabilise and have that support to move the feet back quickly. As you can see, I've got a slight bend in the knee, so you're going to get this bit of tension in the thighs as well. And because it's continuous, you're going to get some deeper breaths as well. Quick feet, quick footedness doesn't have quite the same application in sit because you're sat on your buttocks and not on your legs. We did these last week. You can do some quick shins, quick feet, have the feet slightly forward, or you can bring the feet back and do some quick foots there. And then you can have some support, quick feet into sit, but of course it's not holding your body weight. If you're working towards standing activities, consider that a practice and a skill up. Balance reactions happen quickly. So although we focus a lot on bigger ranges of motion, always with control, that quickness of foot is still significant. Small but quick, and always with control. So mixing up the paces and the ranges is really significant here in the movement snack and perhaps in your structured exercise programs. All right, I've got one more for you. It builds on the trunk turn and functional reach that we did, and it adds a knee bend. So put in a couple of knee bends if you fancy. The knee bend is definitely led by the buttocks, like there. As if you're going to sit down, controlled knee bend. So you can take a downward reach and then a lift and a turn. A downward reach and then a lift and a turn. Almost as if picking up an object and then taking it somewhere. Picking it up and taking it somewhere. So you've added some extra leg activity, so combining movements of daily life from lower level to high with some functional reach. If you don't want to separate the arms, you can go from here and you can have them together. It's kind of variations for you to play with and use, maintaining all of these functional ranges of motion from daily life. Okay, that's it. Quick recap. Well, here is the recap. Sit or stand. It was a turn and rotate and a functional reach to the front. So you're going from open chest extend to reaching forward. So kind of the opposite to that and that. Then there was shoulder circling, pushing down with some tension, keeping upright as the arms push down, changing the front arm each time just to get a variation slightly through that shoulder movement. Then there was quick steps, multiple directions, or seated options, feet forward for quick shins, feet back for quick calf activity, and finished with a bend and a turn. And your aim here is to keep the hips facing forward in the main. There'll be a bit of movement, but trying to get as much as you can of that controlled knee bend and a bit of rotate and shoulder lift. There you go. How is that for you all? Good to see you, Miss P. Maddie, you need to go back around when you're not on the bus and have a look at that one. I'm with you at 4, and maybe perhaps it'll be from the Tarn. Good day all. Good day to you, Carolyn. Thank you for the message. See you for the 4. Maybe at the Tarn with Sister T, hiding in the background somewhere. All right, see you later, folks.